It is a high honor and great pleasure to me to stand here in front of all of you, welcoming our distinguished guests, friends from Japan, to discuss building national resilience, a topic which has been very dear to my heart since I was tasked to head the Aceh and Nias reconstruction after the tsunami in the year 2004. First, may I allow to congratulate Nikai-san for the Presidential Medal of Honors presented by the President of the Republic of Indonesia yesterday, which rightly recognized his dedication to the betterment of people's lives in Japan and around the world. I hope that Nikai-san will continue his excellent works, including in promoting awareness to and preparing for and dealing with tsunami and tsunami disasters. Ladies and gentlemen, when the tsunami hit in Aceh on December 26, 2004, we lost hundreds of thousands of lives, houses, and livelihoods. The tsunami destroyed more than 800 kilometers of coastal lines, which is approximately the distance between San Francisco and San Diego. The damage was unprecedented to Indonesia. The big question at the time was, how do we recover from this? Where do we start? And can we do this? It was impossible for us to conduct recovery without assistance from the world. A total of more than 40 countries, 900 international organizations, and more than 8,000 volunteers assisted the people of Aceh and Nias with a budget of more than $7.2 billion recovery program, which allowed us with $300 million of assistance from Japan and many crucial infrastructure projects, as well as health, education, and other sectors. Japan also supported several international organizations like Red Cross to help Aceh and Nias. Some of these projects, I understand that some of you will travel to Banda Aceh tomorrow, and I do hope that you can have a visit to the site of these facilities. For example, the Calang and Melapor Road, the Banda Aceh and Aceh Besar City Waste Treatment Facility, Floodway Dike, Mangrove Planting, Semelu Airport, and other many more facilities. When I was invited to go to Sendai after the aftermath of the 2011 tsunami, I was more than willing to share anything that would be relevant from the Aceh experience. Because I realized that even though each disaster is different from the other, we can achieve much more by helping and sharing with each other. I believe Japan has the capacity to share so much with other countries without disaster management and building resilience to better deal with disaster. I had the opportunity to go to Nepal last month to advise the seats for the Nepal Reconstruction Authority to deal with the post-earthquake recovery. The situation there is certainly different with post-tsunami Aceh or post-tsunami Sendai. But our friend from Jakarta is already there. I can mention Nagami-san and his team took me right to the most affected areas in BC and BC that people could benefit from the rapid sharing of experiences to manage recovery. Developing and sharing technologies such as fully functional hospital ships. I'd like to mention one of the most memorable memories for the people of Aceh was the hospital ship of the 7th Fleet from Hawaii. It would be good if Japan can also provide this kind of ship. for the region and also around the world. Excellencies, I believe there are three dimensions to disaster preparedness: culture, technology, and training management. On the culture side, I fully support the idea of building national resilience using existing indigenous practices to promote readiness for disaster. That is why I really appreciate what Nikaisan has done, taking lessons from the perfection he is representing and promoting the Inamura no Hi episode, which saved villages in the Wakayama Prefecture during the tsunami of 1854 by creating a traditionally early warning system. Like Inamura no Hi in Japan, and the Sumulu Island, where the smog, in which villagers would tell each other to go up to the hill if they see seawater excessively recedes. In the year 2004, out of the 78,000 population of the island of Sumulu, less than 10 people died, which is considered quite a low number compared to other municipalities in the Aceh region due to this disaster. Awareness must be built on this, and it will be helpful if the world to recognize the World Tsunami Day being November 5, as you propose, Nikaisan, to commemorate the Wakayama tsunami, to create a platform to develop these three dimensions. I come to the end of my address. Thank you, Excellencies, for your kind attention. I hope that this meeting can be a start of many where we could support the world to build resilience together. I thank you so much.